He charged me with resisting arrest.
Get that confidence in jail.
I object.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of In Chambers. I'm Cash.
And I'm Lauren. How are you?
Oh, fabulous, because I just finished watching The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
Oh my gosh. I watched it today too. I'm like so excited that we're here to talk about it.
Yeah, and I think it's way more fun to watch it and then immediately talk about it, because it's so hard when we watch it the night it premieres and then record.
Right.
The thoughts are fresh in my mind.
I agree.
Okay, so where do we even begin? Because I feel like so much happened. So much happened.
So much happened. And like, I think where I want to start is just the fact that they're still in costume.
Oh, okay.
Is so incredible to me. I love that the very beginning starts with Whitney and that little teeny tiny hat still. It makes me laugh. I love it.
I'm just absolutely shocked that we're still in Vail and that time has, I think, come to a stop or almost a standstill. Like the fact that we're still in those costumes and they're still eating those diet s'mores that Meredith picked out.
Okay, come on, Meredith. I mean,
I know.
I don't think I'm over it. I don't think I'll be over it. Like, what the fuck, lady?
But we got a recap of Lisa quickly saying he mortgaged his house for $300,000. And that's like one of my favorite lines, I think, ever. Where she's so adamant. She's like, no, I'm not going to say anything. And then it's just like word vomit.
It's such a sitcom moment that it's just so funny to me, you know? She's just a silly lady. I have a question.
Lot of opinions about her.
Okay, about her. I have questions about this $300,000, first of all.
Okay.
Like, I cannot get over the fact that, like, people don't realize that sometimes $300,000 isn't a lot of money for some people. Like, I think that we need the whole picture here of his finances.
That's a great point.
And I don't think we got that. And even in his little sit-down meeting with Lisa, he was just kind of like, yeah, I mean, I felt like I had to do it, you know? But he was never like, and then I couldn't feed my family anymore, and now I'm flat broke. You know? He was just like...
It's true.
So, I don't know. That's where I'm kind of like on Meredith's side, because I'm like, what? Chill, you guys. Never finish. Like, ask a question before you like get all up in arms.
Do you think that Lisa and Cameron are as good as friends as is being portrayed through the narrative of Lisa and what we're seeing on TV?
That's a good question. And I think it's really hard to make that judgment because like this is the first we've heard of him, and now, you know, RIP, it's pretty much the last we'll ever see of him. And I'd like to think that Lisa was being genuine, but sometimes I think that Lisa genuinely believes that she's starting a friendship in a good way, but she's really being manipulative, but she really believes she's not, you know?
Okay, do you think, like, throughout my history of watching Housewives, I thought Bethany Frankel is the number one producer of Housewives. Like, she produces in front of the camera, like, she knows what to do to get the shot, to get the drama. And I think that Lisa may surpass Bethany. Like, I think Lisa is like on the verge of getting an Emmy nomination and getting a producer credit.
She is actually a really good producer, and she like knows how to get the shot, what the shot needs to be. She knows how to drop the line, how to like, you know, deliver. She's a great housewife. I hope she's back next year.
Well, the disdain that Whitney has for Lisa is one of my favorite feuds, because Whitney is not playing Lisa's game of, you know, reality television, creating drama, you know, dropping little tidbits here and there and like creating fires so that everything implodes. Like, Whitney is just, I think she's too kind-hearted.
Yeah.
Where she just wants to hold everybody accountable, and it's like, sweetie, this isn't the show for that.
I feel like Whitney just really does have like her heart is in a really good place. She's really smart is what I'm learning. Like these last couple episodes, she's really showed like not just even like intelligence about like, you know, computer things and lists of shit that like I don't know how to say, you know? But like when she fully gave a TED talk in the van, but like also like an emotional intelligence where she's like, even I don't want to like skip ahead too far, but even when she's all talking about around the thing, oh, what did Mary get you? What did Mary get you? What did Mary get you? And she's like, it's not about the gift. It's about the fact that like I'm the one who thought I was actually your friend. You know, like she's smart.
She's very self-aware.
Yeah, I don't know, like Whitney's slowly crawling up there to fave.
I love her, and I think she's passing Heather, and we'll get to that as well. But really quickly, I want your opinions about Meredith.
Okay.
We're still outside eating s'mores. And is Mary Crosby going to be the hill that Meredith dies on? Like, what is this about?
Okay, so I really think that Meredith is like... I think she's really... I don't know. She's affected by whatever happened last season, you know, like deeply affected. And I think Mary must have like been friendly to her in this like dark time, you know, which makes sense. I would defend someone who was there for me during that when my own friends weren't.
Understandably, though, I guess that like obviously standing up for your friend, but it's almost like this really insane blind loyalty.
Yeah.
And I feel like this whole episode was just filled with hypocrisy, and it started with Meredith being like, you know, you guys didn't listen to me. You didn't listen to me. Now I want you to listen to me. Like, and it's like, wait, what?
Meredith, I feel like if she's not in a bathtub catatonic, like she will be out of control.
She's crazy this season.
Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I'm like, yo, Mare, you good? Okay, so I have to ask you a question. Do you think that Mary is running a cult?
Okay, yes and no.
Okay, tell me either side first. Like, I need to know everything.
No,
we're in a safe space.
No, because I want to give Mary the benefit of the doubt. But yes, with just this information that's coming forward from Cameron, the information that Whitney has from Mary's cousin, also the gossip that's online. And also, have you noticed, like, Mary has dropped these little bombs here and there where she says, like, she said it a lot tonight, where she's like, where she talks about the money, like, I was kind of forced to do this.
Yeah, and that it was like an inheritance more than anything. Yes,
which leads me to believe less of inheritance, more of an indoctrination of sorts. And
interesting. Expand on that.
Just that there's like a high level of... I'm trying to figure out the right way to say it. Like, there's an intense dedication from the community for this church for some reason. And they are like highly valued, highly praised. I don't know why, but to the point where Mary felt that she had to marry her grandpa. You know?
I mean, that's like a deep level of craziness.
Oh my God. Okay. Speaking of crazy. Okay. I forgot to bring this up the last time we recorded. Do you guys remember when Mary, on her phone, it said dad when her husband called?
Yeah.
Okay. Bear with me.
Okay.
Bear with me.
I'm scared.
What if Mary's husband is her grandpa and also her dad?
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You are literally being that Christmas Carol. I'm my own grandpa. Stop it. But you mean to tell me, based on Mary's phone screen, we're here to believe that it's a theory that Mary married her. Now, would you say biological father, or was a father at one point and then became grandfather?
No, like possibly biological father, also maybe stepfather? I don't know.
Okay, interesting. So you think maybe he got a promotion and got to go up to grandma?
Maybe.
Interesting.
It's so unknown. Like, do we know everything about him? Do
No,
we know
God, no. We don't know
lineage?
anything.
Have we 23 to meet it? No.
Not that I
And it's
know
like-
of. I'm unaware
it's
of a
just-
23andMe.
That phone call I had this revelation when I was cooking. And I was like,
Wow.
what if her husband is her grandpa and her dad? But anyways, that just goes also back to my point of the indoctrination, kind of culty, just obsession, infatuation with this little nuclear group. Like, I don't understand it. But I also want to give Mary the benefit of the doubt because she's nice. Like, you see her giving the gifts, right? Like, she's giving all the ladies
but
purses,
also I
Louis
feel
Vuittons.
like
But
it's manipulative.
exactly. But then you see it for what it is. Like, then it's automatically turned on its head, and she goes to Heather and is like, give it back. It's like, what? Like, that's not a friendship. And then when she goes to give, I know we're jumping ahead, I'm so sorry, but when she goes to give, my gosh, what's the new girl's name?
Jenny, the shoes.
Jenny. I wanted to call her Jan. I don't know why. When she gives Jenny the shoes and she's being all nice, and then behind in her confessional, she's like, yeah, I just brought them with me and I kind of wanted to cut some of my luggage loose. It's like, what?
Yeah, see, I think the thing is that Mary is a mean girl. Like, she's not very nice. I don't think she's ever had to share. It seems to me like she's an only child. I haven't met any brothers or sisters. And it seems to me like she was favored by her matriarchal grandmother. Like,
Okay. So
I'm sure
I have
she's a
question
spoiled
for you.
fucking brat. Yeah.
Do you think that Mary's ever had true girlfriends in her life?
No, never. That makes me sad. I don't think she's ever had a true friendship or a true relationship or anything. I think the closest thing she's had to like a pure love is with her kid.
Yeah, and that's what makes me sad and also want to sympathize with Mary. It's like you can see the trauma and abuse that she's gone through in her life, and it's like playing out in front of us, and it's really, there's nothing we can do because I feel like she is so stubborn that there's no way to reckon this.
The thing about it that I have a problem with though is like, because like I know I asked you the question, so I should answer them as well. Like, I believe that whatever's going on there is not above water. Like, I think it's definitely a culty vibe. And I don't know. I just feel like we kind of want to give Mary this like benefit of the doubt or whatever.
Yeah.
I think because she's a non-Mormon person in a big Mormon town, like she's a minority in many ways. Like, she's a minority because of the color of her skin. She's a minority because of the fact that she's not a Mormon, like because she's a woman in charge of a household, like all kinds of stuff.
She's married to her grandpa.
She's married to her grandpa, but like it's not cool. You can't do that shit. I don't know. I feel like the women are kind of just being like nice to her because they think she's
Well,
treated
let's revisit this thought because I have more, but I want to go back and ask you about Lisa. When Lisa goes, that's it, I'm done, I'm getting up, I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on what happened when she went downstairs with Mary?
So I thought it was a little weird because I felt like she dropped that huge bomb, like, oh, the guy mortgaged his house or whatever. And then Meredith had, from what we could tell, a couple moments to like say her piece. And then Lisa's just like, I'm going to bed. Well, everyone up there thought she was actually going to bed. But meanwhile, she's going and like making sure that she's friends on with, what's her name again? Mary. You know, it's like, I thought it was weird.